gone to New Japan, did not meet the 30-day defense limit, and now has been stripped of the title, thus forcing a tournament. This is the first match this week on Wildside.
Good. I'm sure we'll be seeing Robbie Rage in the very near future. A talent like that doesn't exactly fade away. New Japan is calling, and I'm sure every time he comes back from New Japan, he comes back more and more dangerous. And talk about dangerous, the rear end of Lazz, the glutamus maximus, I think I mispronounced that, aiming at Andrew Thomas, and it couldn't happen to a nicer referee.
And dangerous indeed. Now David Young sliding back into the ring, trying to get his mind frame correct to get into the ring with this freak, this genetic anomaly, Lazz.
Anomaly it is. I don't know if genetics have anything to do with the bizarre face paint, but he has psyched out everybody of every shape and size. And this week, David Young gets it, and perhaps for the NWA TV title, Wildside TV title.
David Young going to brawling tactics early, standing switch by Lazz. Young hangs on to the ropes. Young follows back, clothesline, dunked by Lazz. Beautiful drop kick by Lazz. He follows up, deep arm drag. David Young is rocking, and he's reeling, inverted atomic drop.
Having that NWA Wildside TV title would definitely be a feather in the cap of literally everybody backstage area. But right now, the spotlight is shining on Lazz and David Young. Other competitors involved in this tournament, including Onyx and Adam Jacobs and Dango Wynn and Jason Cross, Rick Michaels, Eddie Golden. All of these people are involved in this NWA. Oh, dear. You want to call that action, Dan?
Well, Lazz and Andrew Thomas becoming closer than platonic friends. And David Young, he's got the last psychological disadvantage to worry about in this match, but Wednesday night, May 23rd, he's got to get in the ring with the original gangsta New Jack in Athens, Georgia. So he has got a lot weighing on his mind here to keep his focus away from the Wildside Television Championship.
Again, and as we tape this, that match with New Jack has not taken place yet. By the time you're seeing this on the Wildside TV network, it has taken place. Hopefully David Young will still be alive.
Lazz and Andrew Thomas continue to have words as Young stares into the ring. He really wants to get in here. He's really upset now. Lazz kicked to the midsection here. Irish whip off the ropes. Young comes back, kick to the midsection. Comes back, follows up. David Young caught him. Back suplex and a beauty.
Perfect. Dropping Lazz damn near on his head. And David Young letting Lazz, giving him a lot of time to recuperate, and that's not really the way that David Young tends to operate. I'm kind of surprised. He might really be psyched out by Lazz. He very well might be.
And still to come in this edition of Wildside, your main event, Jimmy Rave tries once again to get back the belt that belongs to him, the Wildside Junior Heavyweight Championship. He's going to take on Caprice Ice Coleman, the former champion, as that rivalry continues.
Now, we've seen Caprice Ice Coleman not exactly been in the NCW arena. He's actually had members of his posse, his entourage, or whatever they're calling it this week. My street cred is really bad these days. But I don't know, so Caprice Ice Coleman may very well not be on his own this week, and that does not spell good news for Jimmy Rave getting his title belt back. But Jimmy Rave remains the Junior Heavyweight Champion here at Wildside.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back. In case you just joined us, you are watching the #2 wrestling promotion, the #1 alternative, NWA Wildside. I'm Dan the Dragon Wilson, along with Stephen Prazak in the ring right now. David Young and Lazz in the first round of the Wildside Television Title Tournament.
It's shaping up to be quite an exciting little tournament here. Definitely, we know about the quality of athletes here at Wildside. Without a doubt, the finest in North America, and I'm sure you'd be the first to concur with me on that.
Definitely beautiful elbow dropped by David Young. He has been in control for most of this match, keeping it to the pace which he likes, slow and methodical. If David Young can wear you down, he's got a much better advantage to go high pace, but he can do that also if need be. It's just a little bit of a stretch.
That could well be wearing down Lazz. That is definitely key. Now, you know what Lazz uses to his advantage? That's, of course, the bizarre mind tactics of psyching out your opponent. Now, he's working on the head of Lazz, which is precisely where the mind is taking place. By wearing him down, wearing down the mental capacities of Lazz, you're truly wearing down the offense of Lazz in the attempt.
Tilt-a-whirl, no, a head scissors, beautiful counter by Lazz. Lazz likes to rely on his high-paced, high-flying offense. Don't let the looks fool you. He really can wrestle. Ducks under. Lazz going to the Watusi in the corner. Big punch combination.
Watusi?
That's what he calls it.
Okay. What's that called?
That's a slap in the face and a neck breaker off the top rope by Lazz. Beautiful maneuver. This is his opportunity to capitalize on the former 4-time NWA World Tag Team Champion.
But hell, these guys now have been at it for the better part of 15 minutes now. All the guys have both guys have really worn themselves down, but then again, to the third man in the ring is Andrew Thomas, and we've all seen where his cards fall, shall we say.
Lazz is in control.
Oh dear! I believe Lazz just blackened David Young's chicken. You're waiting a week to say that.
Lazz firmly in control now. Irish whip no reversal by David Young. He follows up. This could be the spine buster. No, Lazz managed to evade it. That's the finishing maneuver. The Britney Spear. There's the Britney Spear. This match is as good as over.
You would think, oh, David Young close enough to the ropes, able to grab that bottom rope. Of course, Andrew Thomas saw that. Critical all the things that Andrew Thomas misses, but he caught that.
Well, admonish who you like there. Great ring positioning and a spine buster by David Young. This one is in the books.
Oh dear, he was able to withstand a Britney Spear, but the spine buster did last in. David Young continues to advance in the Wildside Junior TV tournament, I should say.
We will be back shortly. More NWA Wildside right after this.